Welcome to today's show. Today with me, I have Mofolushade from Opinion, Toby Ashende, the founder of Digital Marketing Skill Institute. I'm going to allow Mofolushade to just give us a bit background about Opinion. So she attended our training in 2016. And shortly after the training, she started a community, an online community on Instagram called Mompreneur, which has expanded to various areas as well. So I'm just going to allow her to introduce herself and tell us a bit about her story and why Mompreneur.
Got it. Okay. Hi, my name is Mofolushade Shonaike. I run Mompreneur.ng, a platform, a support platform for mothers in business. And like you said, I started online in 2016 after my training. For a long time, I wasn't sure how to build the community. I didn't know where to start or how to do it online. And I got that training. After that training, I hit the ground running because really this was my own story. So the story started in 2010. I resigned from full-time employment after my first son because I felt I was not living the life, right? I lived on the mainland, I was working on the island, wake up early more, drop my child with my mom, go to work, come back home late, sometimes he's asleep. And so I resigned and I started the business thinking, okay, if I'm starting a business, if I'm my own boss, it will be easier. I should be able to cope, right? Wrong. It was worse. Building a business is a 2-4-7. It's not easy, especially when you don't have the right support, the right tools, and the right knowledge. Because I was an office person. I'd always been working in the office for a long time. I was earning salary. So, of course, 3 years down the line, I was like, oh my God, what have I done? I felt I made a mistake. I was frustrated. I was depressed. I was broke. And for me, the way out was blogging. So I was just sharing my experiences, talking about it, always doing it was an outlet for me. And when I started this outlet, I realized that there are many other people who had this struggle. So mothers were reaching out to me to say, oh my God, I thought I was the only one. Because what happens is, so you look online, you see people doing stuff, and it's like, everybody is boring, it's only me. Something is wrong.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on here? Something has to be wrong with me. So apparently, sharing my failures, sharing my struggles, attracted all of these mothers to me, and I didn't know what to do with that community until after I went for training, and it just opened up my mind to say, you know what, I can build a community, bring all these mothers together. Let's have a platform where we share, we learn, we connect, and we grow. And it's been exciting since then.
Yeah, I think that's very good because one of the things you said is that so as the life of an entrepreneur, so the difference between working and being an entrepreneur is that working is 9 to 5,
yes,
but entrepreneurship is around the clock. So you basically
don't have.
In fact, sometimes when you are sleeping, you are still processing certain things and the rest of it. So I think that's very, very interesting. And one of the strong backbone of an entrepreneur is to have the right, the right
Support,
knowledge, the right
support,
and the right tools. Okay, awesome. And I'm sure we gave you the right support,
tools,
the right
and knowledge. Let's start from knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah. We gave you the right knowledge and what they call it to what Mompreneur is today.
Yes.
So one of the things that I really want us to talk about is like building a community. How difficult is it? Like obviously you mentioned the fact that you just being you sharing your story was able to attract people, and with the knowledge you got also was able to push that further as well, right? But building community, because sometimes it's more like, oh my God, nobody knows me, so how do I just go out there and just start something? You know? So it's quite very, very difficult to say. Or looking at, I think you were sharing with me right now that you've been able to have like over 10,000 Instagram followers, and this is purely organic, not using any tool and the rest of it.
They
crawled there, and I think that's interesting, and that's very, very good as well. But a lot of people have this challenge of how do I start? How do I grow? Like where do I even start from? So I just wanted to just see if you can help people how to do that.
Where do I start from? You know what? Technology has made life a lot easier. So of course, before I came for the training at the Digital Marketing Institute, I've been doing stuff, but it was just random stuff all over the place. There wasn't this. I hadn't brought it together. right? So the thing about building a community is you have a pool of people who are like your supporters, your ambassadors. They're the ones that are going to make your business even grow. So one of the key things is authenticity. Be yourself. Be yourself. I think it's usually hard when you start out trying to be someone else. So some people go inspired by something you saw somewhere, you're trying to just replicate it. And that's not really you. It is a different thing if it's you. I mean, I'm not saying you can't see things and copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's something, if it is not you, you either just end up looking stupid or you put people off. Or it just is hard because every time you have to put on that facade and try to be that person.
And try to be that person that you're not. And the day you can't do that, then everything.
Like, oh my gosh, she's a scam. So she wasn't really. It takes a longer time, but if you consistently be yourself, you attract the people who your message is meant for.
And I think that consistency is very, very key.
Yes.
But what I must say is that you have such a high energy. Like, as in, I don't even understand, and it translates in your page. Like, I know you recently put to bed, and while you were there, you were like, even 5 minutes after you had the chat with, I think, my wife, and then you had a chat with my wife, and then you said you were still chatting, and like, come on, you just gave birth 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, and I mean, that's quite very, very interesting, and I think that kind of energy is actually required in building a community as well, because one way that I have a way of transmitting to your community members the vibes and the rest of it. So one of the things that I also noticed in what you've done is that you actually have another business called branded.ng, and you've used this community to also drive that business, right? And I think that in itself is very, very innovative, getting a lot of women that want to become entrepreneurs, and then diverting them into or bringing them into like a branded NG and things like that. I think that's a very good way to monetize. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word to monetize the platform, right? And so I just want to know, like, how working with women, like, and women that are moms and they have so much responsibilities. They have to do their business. They have to take care of the kid, take care of the husband. Sometimes I get to when I tell my wife I want to eat. And she's like, this is where I start. Every night they all together and the rest of it, right? But I mean, I thank God for her because she's actually a very good wife, right? And she goes ahead and go and cook at the end of it anyway. So that's fine. So the idea is that what exactly, like, how are you as the mother as well? And I think you have a lot of boys.
3 boys.
3 boys, yes. So how are you able to like juggle that all together and still be able to push forward?
Okay, so like for me, that's why my message is it is the life that I'm living. So I rely heavily on the support system. I must say, let's confess really, I have a lot of energy. I don't know, my siblings always tease me that my mom must have eaten a lot of bananas. I don't know. But the thing is that, I have a support system, I have a nanny. I make sure that because it's very important. I can't be all over the place. Like now, my son, my nanny is here carrying my baby. That's the only way I can. If the baby was here, I couldn't be doing this. So I realized that I need people to make things happen. So I have a support system. Then I pace myself. Okay, I don't try to do everything. I mean, there's so much pressure. One thing I was telling Toby before we came on set is I have people sliding into my DM, suggesting this and suggesting that. Why don't you try to do it? Sometimes all that noise can make you go crazy, and at the end of the day, you end up doing nothing. Overwhelm comes from thinking, oh, I need to do this, but see, it's a journey, it's a process. I'm okay with going step by step till I get to that point that I need to go to, and I think that's one of the things that helps me.
Okay, awesome. So I think from what you said is, I mean, a lot of people come in and giving you suggestions and everything like that. So I think being able to focus is very, very key, and very, very instrumental to being successful as an entrepreneur, not just being a mom, right? Yeah. And that so there's a thin line between like, okay, so so we train a lot of people on a monthly basis, and we have a lot of students also that are graduated, and they're they want to go into one path and the rest of it. So one of the things I get to see a lot of people coming and saying, "Oh, I have this business idea, I have this business idea, I have this one, I have this one, I have this, I have this one, I have this one, right?" And they are confused on how exactly they should be able to, which one they should they should start off focus on. Or sometimes the problem also is that they start one and they just move to the next one even before it ends and the rest of it. So what do you think is fundamentally what they call it, the issue in that?
You have a lot of people that are multi-passionate. And also living in Nigeria. I don't even think it's just Nigeria, but I always tell people that you have this big dream. Sometimes you need something that earns you like daily cash to keep you sane until you start making money from that
from that big dream.
Okay. And so it always starts with the low hanging fruits. So you have that one that generates cash for you while you're building your big dream. Because building a big dream takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. Most times, people will see you, I'm like, see, you've grown so much, you don't even know that this hasn't really monetized it. I'll still tell you that we have to at least monetize it. But you have money coming from other things. So, we say focus, yes, but the thing is, start with the things that are easy for you to implement, the low-hanging fruits. Don't try to be reaching for, okay, I know the same reach for the stars, but do the ones you can. Start from where you are, start with what you have, and take it from there. Like you said, some people are not patient. So they start something, and they're like, this is not working, I'm not earning money, because they had expectations that were unrealistic in the first place. Then they move on to the next thing. At the end of the day, they will never even start anything. So you also have to have a lot of patience and be sure that this is really, really, really what I'm passionate about. This is really, really what I want to do. And then, just...
Okay, so what I got from what you're saying is that in picking, it's good for you to pick something that will generate consistent flow of income for like day one or day two, right? Even if it's not that big, but you focus on the big dream.
Yes.
So that, and from that, I can also understand the fact that for you to focus, then there is money involved. So passion, to a large extent, might not be everything, right? But you having something that
you need money, you need to have bills to pay.
That can generate stuff will allow you to be focused more on something that is a bit more long term, and that can generate you more. I remember I was watching some video by Tony Robbins, and he made mention of, told a story about this guy in one of his books, and he said that there's this guy for I think about 30 years or thereabouts was on one business. Was focused on it, didn't generate revenue for probably about 10 to 20 years. Wow. Before it actually started generating good money and the rest. So I was saying that the reason why what can make somebody focus has to do with three things basically. So it has to do with the fact that you must believe that there is gold in what he's trying to do. And then the second thing also is that he must believe that he can figure it out. And then the last thing is he must believe that it is worth it. And I think relating to what you just said right now, thinking that it's worth it, it's a lot difficult when you don't have some form of revenue coming in. You start questioning.
What you're saying brings me to, I just started thinking of this movie, this recent very movie, this guy had this big dream. What was that? Acrimony.
Acrimony, yeah.
Yes,
acrimony.
How long he just like this was crazy. His wife was.
Well, if you boil down to what you said, like the fact that I mean, I don't think we should go into that debate like that. But I think where the guy got it wrong was that he would have found something on the side and shared his time. So I think one of the key things that is important is for people to be able to prioritize time, because time cannot be regained. And so even if you're focused on your big dream, you can work for 4 hours, get in some small money, even if you're not going to be the one putting majority of the money in the house. Or you can work for like 4 hours, go and work on your dream for like 6 hours, and then managing your time so that you can still put something on the table. But you don't go 10 years, 20 years,
not doing anything,
and the rest of it. So it's quite a difficult thing to do. But definitely, I think being able to believe in what you're doing and being able to believe that you can figure it out is very, very key. And one of the things that we kind of discovered is that in everything, it's all about mindset. So if a mom feels she can she can grow a business working from home, she's going to eventually figure it out because then she probably will be able to ask herself the right questions,
Yes.
and then finally get the right answers, and then it might take time, but eventually that's going to come if she's able to.
I mean, I
Stick
was,
it through.
like for my story, when I resigned, considering the fact that I had worked, I was earning salary, initially when I resigned and started, I didn't have the support that I have now. My parents thought I was crazy, my husband, of course, he couldn't say it, so not easy for him. I'm sure he was like, this woman. But because I believed in what I was doing, I mean, and I knew my why, right? I was able to stick it out. And today, they are my biggest supporters.
Definitely.
They're my biggest
Definitely,
supporters.
yeah. So another thing also is proof of concept, anyways, because it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult to make some very very insane decision. I'll never forget. Sometimes when you make some decision, it's actually when you actually finish. So like for you now, I mean, when you just after you dropped your resignation letter, or the day the last day you walked out of the office and the rest of it. I remember when I was relocating back to Nigeria, I denied some job offers and the rest of it. So it didn't dawn on me. I was so excited, got to the airport, really, really excited and pumped up. And then I sat in the plane and the plane just started moving around. Like I spent the next 6 hours of the journey just thinking that can I tell the pilot to turn around and the rest of it. So yeah, so typically I think making those decisions are actually very, very difficult, and I think a lot has to do with mindset.
Yes.
Right? And a lot of times I talk about mindset lately because I realize that mindset has controls everything that is going to help someone to be successful. So I mean, if I probably had landed and I felt that I made the biggest mistake, right, and I'm not able to kind of take my mind off that stuff, then I probably would have not probably been doing what I'm doing today. I probably would have found a way to go back or to do something else, or I probably might not be able to do anything like that. So I think it's more about mindset. I think also staying away from negativity.
Yes.
Right? There's this guy that I follow online, Sam Ogles. He was giving a story of his life, and he said so one day he was working, got a job at a company, and then he had the opportunity to leave, to go, or his girlfriend at that time, right, took them on a boat trip to an island, right? And it was when they got to the island they realized that he thought the money he was making was fantastic. But when they got to the island, they had to have a rethink. I'm like, oh my god. So this is the kind of life that is going on here. I need that kind of life as well, right? But one of the things he noticed about the person that owned the island was that the person stayed away from a lot of negative talks and the rest. And I think in Nigeria there's so many negativities moving around
everywhere.
And for example, people complain about Buhari and the rest of it. But you know what I tell people? I said, you're complaining about Buhari, but the question you need to ask yourself is that what have you even done for your business to generate revenue today?
Yes.
Right? And I think a lot of businesses are very, very what they call it, are very, very guilty of spending 5 days, 6 days, 2 months, 3 months without doing any productive activities that are probably going to get towards revenue generation. And then after like 3 months, they're like, oh, Buhari, there's nobody there. And it doesn't matter, people are spending money, there's money everywhere.
Yes.
Well, there's really no money, but there's money.
People, there's money. There's money. You hear how much of who spends.
There's money to spend, and I think so I had this client last year. I think I'm talking to my friends right to but let me say this first. Yeah. So I had this client last year. So they're about to start something that was supposed to. So they did a research, or they discovered that the amount of money in people's savings account, right, is so much that instead of them leaving that money in the savings account, they should be putting it in other investments like money markets and the rest of it, right? Which kind of points out that there is money, right? But people are just put it in savings account and the money is just lying there without it actually working for the person. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's also a pointer that this money is actually there, right? So one of the things that I think we should really talk about is you've built a community. How do you monetize that community? I know I mentioned one earlier on. You help moms do branding stuff and the rest of it, right? What other ways do you monetize the
Okay, so another way is through courses,
Through
training
courses.
programs.
Okay. Good.
Since I already have a community of women and I know
Their needs.
yes, I know their needs, so I create solutions to meet those specific needs. Another way is through advertising. So I get advertising money for people whose target audience is my audience.
Your audience.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So that makes sense. Since you have a community of people, so what you try to do is you try to understand their needs in terms of courses,
Yes.
right? And then you sell those courses to that audience. And
Yes.
I mean, what I always tell people is that to make money is two things, right? It's more about figures than people. So what that means is that if you find what people want, you put a price to it, and you get the numbers of people to actually buy that product. And as far as they're getting value,
Yes.
then that number keeps on growing because if
And
they're not
I
getting
trust you.
yeah. Well, they don't trust you in the first place. They won't even
come.
come and the rest of it. And I think all those dream about let my product speak for itself cannot work unless people actually try
Yes.
the product.
So they try it.
So that's good. So like, what are the kind of courses that you have? Examples of some of the courses?
Okay, so I have one accounting for small businesses.
Okay, and that's very very essential for
Yes.
a lot of people.
Then I'm also working on another one, things to know before you resign.
Mm.
Because I realize I get a lot of calls from, women, people just don't know. We said earlier, like,
Yeah.
it's a very difficult decision to
Make yeah.
To say, okay, when you got to that point, you feel, okay, this is not fulfilling, this is not working for me, I want to resign. You just don't know how. There are certain things that you need to put in place, before. So it's just a course that takes them through that process of all the things they need to consider before they finally resign.
Okay, so would you say that it is? Would you advise someone to resign? Or would you advise the person to first of all try to manage his or her time to find a side gig before he resign?
There are two things like that. I tell people there's no hard and fast rule. Different people, it depends. It depends on you. So you're looking at your own unique circumstances.
Okay.
So like for me, I was living on the mainland, working on the island. Already, the traffic and all of that, it just wasn't.
Was going to burn you out.
Yeah, burn me out. So it wasn't working for me. For some people, maybe. Because now we have people who do side hustles. So there are some entrepreneurs who have 9 to 5s and they have a side hustle and manage the house. In fact, those ones are like, a lot of them have like flexi, because corporate jobs now have started incorporating flexi hours and trying to help people. They even have pressures in the office and stuff. So it's a lot easier now.
Okay.
So I would, it depends on who I'm talking to. I advise you based on your unique, because everybody has a unique circumstance, and that's what.
Yeah, so I think it has to do with self-discipline as well.
Yes.
So if you're ready to be focused and you've got to like, okay, this is what I need to do.
Yes.
Then you can take that strong bold step and then just know that, okay, I'm not looking for a plan B. I just need to put myself into it. It's always difficult because most people always try to convince themselves that they have this focus and the rest of it, but it's always different when you actually go out there in real life.
One of the challenges I tell people that they have is a lot of times when people resign, like for me, the first struggle I had resigning was the first week I resigned. I had so much time, I did not know what to do.
What to do with it?
In the when you're still in the office, you have to wake up, you go to the office. You know exactly what you're supposed to do. But when you're like now resigned, okay, what are the activities?
What are the activities?
There's so much to do, but you have to really be disciplined to put yourself in that structure.
In that structure, okay.
It takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. And so when another thing that is important in terms of quitting while you are working is the fact that you also have to have some form of savings backed up one way or another. Because if you quit your job and you don't have savings,
maybe not.
eh?
I don't have savings, or I'll have a support system. Somebody I'll borrow you money. Because I'll tell people from my experience.
Yeah, okay.
I would like to be truthful. I had savings, but I burnt my savings in the first 1 week. I paid out all of the money I had saved in my cooperative to do a website that I felt was the solution. Once I did this website, I'm going to make money. Nobody ever bought anything from that website.
So that means that training was really, really worth it.
Yeah, it was. For that first week, I burnt my whole savings, and I never used the website. So sometimes even having savings can be a problem, because when you have too much money, your thinking is fuzzy.
Yeah, so you're not as innovative as you should be, because you feel that you have money stuck somewhere.
Like for me, the funny thing is the web developer I engaged at the time, very un-Nigerian. He advised me. He was like, "Oh, why don't you start with a Facebook page.
Mm.
Start, and I was like, no, I want this website. I want a website. People at that time there was no comment, it was not, people are not really about buying online. So I spent all 350K. I would always say that was all my cooperative savings.
Wow.
So it was dead on arrival.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, similar thing happened to someone that I know recently. She just resigned, and the next thing was she wanted to start building a website, and I'm like, come, you have to relax, right?
Yes.
Website is key in the digital marketing platform, but there's so many things you can do without a website.
Yes.
Right? So we have some of our students that are even getting good results just sending traffic just to their WhatsApp, right? And being able to convert people or do whatever they want to do. I think so. But I still believe that having a savings is good because it allows you to think clearly, right? So in terms of also taking risk, you can also take risk as far as it's calculated.
Yes.
But the mistake people have is that they like you said, you finish, you have the first day so many times, so you have a lot of so many times, so many free times, but you don't know how you're gonna what you need to do in steps and in stages.
Yes.
And I think that's part of what let me brag a little bit about our course. That's part of what our course tries to help you out and tell you, okay, these are the steps that you need to take if you're going to achieve this certain goals. So I think that's very, very key. And on the other hand, I also advise that you start something before you before you quit, because then that also
it goes back to the thing you said about proof of concept.
Yeah.
It's easier to do the proof of concept while you're still earning
a salary. Yeah, because you're more confident.
Yes.
I mean, the whole idea about this is just that your mindset is affected when you have low cash, right? So you start seeing a lot of barriers. But when you know you have, let's say when you know you have about 500 or 1 million in your account, that gives you a bit of relaxation to know, as far as you don't now go into the biggest mistakes that most entrepreneurs make, is the fact that they assume that if they sell something out today and they make let's say 1 million or 5 million, they assume that that's how it's going to be for every single month, right?
Yes.
And so they automatically switch.
Town,
They automatically switch into spending mode, right? And then because then it now becomes a problem, they're not able to repeat that same project. So as far as you can be a bit disciplined with money,
yes,
right? And still assume that there's no money, even though there is money. And that's why a lot of entrepreneurs will always tell you that you have to remain hungry. So you find people like Dangote still thinking as if they don't have money, and they're still going out there to try to look for how they can make more money. Because that's a very, very key ingredient in terms of being an entrepreneur. So one thing that I know you mentioned to me while we were chatting, and you said the most important thing, I mean, one of the things that really helped you was also going through our training system, right? And I think if someone wants to quit, it's important for that person to invest in some form of training, right? And I mean, I'm a bit biased. I will always say you need to get digital marketing training, but which is actually true because the world has gone digital. And like I mentioned earlier on, business is about you solving a problem for a particular set of people, right? And then being able to market to those people to get them to pay you for that particular service. So for example, if you want to make 1 million naira, you have many ways to do that. One of the ways is to find a solution that you can do for people, charge 100,000 naira for you, like get 10 people to pay you 100,000 naira, you make 1 million naira. As the result of that, but for you to be able to get those 10 people, digital marketing skill is an essential skill to know, and I think it also helps in shaping the business mentality of the person as well.
Which is why I think one key advice that I'll give anybody is, before you resign, because that's part of one thing I said in my course, because I said to succeed in business, you need certain things. You need knowledge, you need tools, and you need the support system.
Yeah. So
get all the knowledge that you need while you're still on your job. I mean, and knowledge, a lot of times some Nigerian people just don't like to spend money for anything. It's not free. Sometimes you have to actually invest to get the right knowledge that you need to be successful in business. The difference between a successful and it's really about information.
It's information.
So this person probably has superior information. So invest in training programs, invest in getting digital skills and all of those things while you're still earning a salary before you finally quit.
And you'll be very, very surprised the power of knowledge,
yes.
right? And so they said So you have two things. People make a lot of noise about financial freedom,
Yeah.
right? But what of financial freedom gets you to a point where you feel I don't need to work again. I've already made money, right? But even if you have like 100 million in your account, it's gonna finish.
Yes. Money
Right?
has
Yeah, it's gonna finish, right? If you don't do anything else. So the best thing that I think the mind should be framed about is how do I get financial security? And one of the strongest things about financial security is actually gaining knowledge, right? Because knowledge is like something that can easily be monetized
Yes.
in so many different ways, right? And that in itself,
Even
it
get
gives you
get
a
knowledge
lot
on how
of
to monetize the knowledge.
yeah, it gives you a lot of leverage, right? So even if you don't, so because one of the reason why I'm saying this is I remember there's someone that came to the office sometimes this year. She was having a Facebook and Instagram issue. She was not able to run ads on Instagram and everything like that. So she's been on it for like 6 months. So finally she came across one of our ads and then called in and said she wanted to come to the office. So we said we could come to the office. We charged that 60,000 naira for just that thing, right? And what was the mistake she was making, or what was the thing that was the issue? It was just the back button. So she was supposed to press back on something. So she was not seeing her page when she was about to run the ad, right? And to see the page, she just had to go back the step, and then that day. So sometimes when you have knowledge, it can save you so much, right?
Yeah.
For that kind of woman right now, she was okay to pay 60,000 naira because she really needed it, and because if she didn't do that, she probably has lost a lot of money because she hasn't been advertising and her business was not growing as a result of that. So at the end of the day, I think knowledge is kind of like very, very strong, aside from the fact that it helps you personally. But once you get that experience, you get that knowledge, that can take you a lot far. And that in itself can mean that you have a lot of chance to make money from it by offering consultancy service, training services, and different ways you can monetize your knowledge. Yeah. So one of the things that was also very good, keen about what you do also is that you have this community right now. You have companies coming after you saying, "Oh, can you help me promote this, promote that?" And I think that's very good because anybody that is really looking at getting across to mothers, they must be very, very. No, let me finish. They must actually be very, very insane. Don't let me use that word, forgive me, right? If they don't come to Mompreneur, because I mean the easiest way where you have moms that are listening to you. I saw one of the pictures the other day where you did a Facebook program, right? And I saw the amount of mothers that came out. Like, oh my God, for you to be able to command such crowd, it means that anybody that really wants to get across to moms need to actually be talking to you, right? And I think that's very good. And I know that you tell us a bit about how your influencer experience.
Yeah, so like a lot of times I get to promote items, different items for a fee, so as much as 100,000 per post or whatever for mentions. I get people sending me products to review, especially when it's products for women. So they say, "Oh, we just had this product, and we pay you to try out this product and help us review so that people." Because and one funny thing I've even noticed is sometimes I meet people and they say, "Oh, Mompreneur, I saw this on your page," and I was like, if Mompreneur put this on our page, it must be good. And because of that, they go and buy it. So that's one of the things. Especially if you have anything for mothers, because my page is sort of personal, and I'm a mother as well, people actually believe and listen to stuff like this. So I'm always very careful to make sure that before I recommend anything, I've not tested
You've tested it as well.
And I'm not misleading people because people take everything I say seriously.
I'm trying to figure out how I can get free stuff. Digital marketing. Right? I'm trying to figure out how I can get free stuff in digital marketing. Yeah, I think I've gotten it. In the past, I used to get people to give me gifts before I help them to promote their business. But that has changed right now. But I would really love that kind of stuff.
You could say you're reviewing
new gadget,
new services.
Oh yeah, so I had one of our former students also. He does phone. He has a site, and he keeps on from China, from different Korea. They are sending him phones to review, and they are dashing him before. And I'm like, what's going on here?
Honestly, in the digital space,
What's going on here? There's so many opportunities, and that's quite very interesting. I think the one I really like, and I think I'm still dreaming of doing that, is that was one of my first days to go into the travel industry, and I think I need to go back into the travel industry. Like I'll be getting free trips and the rest of it.
First class.
Yeah, I mean, so well, we've actually done a good job because a lot of our past leaders are actually doing very good. There's a guy that does that, and what he was able to do was he likes to travel, so he's focused on the niche of travel, and he was able to get a travel company to partner with him, and he sold about 10 tickets for them, and then they gave him a free ticket plus hotel plus even travel allowance, and I'm like, oh my god! So there's so many ways one can even. Like you can make money, or you can monetize, or you can live the life. You can live the life you want to do. So if you learn digital marketing, you might not even be doing it as a service, but you can be using it to cut deals. Like what he was able to do was really just to be able to cut deals, and he's actually going to 3 different countries.
Wow!
All expense paid for, accommodation, plus a bit of pocket money in his pockets. so I mean that's something that is very good, and I think. I mean, it's very interesting. I like what you're doing, and a lot of our past students and the rest of it. And
thank you, our coach.
One thing that we should not do without leaving here is that we're actually looking at partnering together
to empower local women, especially market women with skills. Yes, because I was telling you earlier that there are many women. I mean, right now with your phone and your laptop, the world is at your fingertips.
Definitely.
And we're looking. One of the programs that we're looking at doing next year, which we want to partner together, partner with, is to reach out to these local women and empower them with these skills to be able to access more markets with their products.
And be able to also earn more money for themselves.
Yes.
Which eventually the major purpose of doing that, like for us, our goal is to help 10,000 people. That helps us out, right? But most importantly is the fact that we are going to be creating jobs.
Yes.
Right? Because it's possible for a one-woman market woman, right, to now be able to hire 2 additional assistants as a result of the fact that our sales has grown.
And apart from that, the ripple effect of helping these market women, especially mothers, because that's what is. Once you empower a mother, you empower the whole family. Because mothers, like I'm going on my way. Once I'm leaving this place, I'm sure I'll still have to find vegetable oil on it. So that's this whole community. When you empower one woman, you empower like the whole community.
Interesting. Maybe if I come in the next panel, I probably might think of coming. I might come as a. But anyway, that's very good. That's very good. And I look forward to us doing that really. And I think it's something. Some ideas came to my head, and I think we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss it after this.
Awesome.
And it's going to really be exciting. So I believe everybody should stay tuned. And also, we'll also be needing people's support as well. So if you're an organization or you want to support the mission, because there's going to probably be a lot of logistics that will be required. But we would also do our best to also cover some expenses as well. But definitely, we can't do without having one level of support of money. Right. So to end this show, I'd like you to just tell us. Okay, so if a company was to be interested in coming to you to help them promote, or if someone is going to be interested in any of the things you do, like your services, the branding, or the products that you sell, the training services that you sell, what's the easiest way they can get to you in order to be able to?
Okay, so email Mofolushade at mompreneur.ng, DM on Instagram at Mofolushade or at mompreneur.ng, and through my numbers 0807 049 2002.
Wow, 2002. Interesting. All right, so thanks for watching this show, and we look forward to having you next time. Right? Please don't forget to visit Mompreneur on Instagram, right? And make sure you follow her.
Mompreneur with a U.
With a U. Yeah. All right. Good. So that's M-U-M entrepreneur. Yeah. So also don't forget follow us also on Instagram, Digital Marketing Skill. And also ensure that you subscribe, click the bell button, and most importantly, enroll for the course.
Get the knowledge that you need to get you ahead.
And also, if you're still on the fence, then I advise you to take our free digital marketing training. Just log on to digitalmarketingskill.com, and then you'll be able to have access to the free digital marketing, and you'll see how valuable and how impactful your life can change after taking the course. So look forward to you next time.